Where does it start for you? Like born and raised Oklahoma?
Oh man, I grew up on a cattle ranch in western Oklahoma. So very small town. Mm-hmm. And I grew up in a town in a time where interior designers were not a thing. Mm-hmm. And so when I was in the 5th grade, a girl moved to Butler, Oklahoma from California, and she knew about designers. And I was like, well, what's that? And so in the 5th grade, we started staying in from recess, and we would design houses instead of going outside to play basketball, which I was not good at.
Right.
So I don't know. I just always wanted to do it. And my dad thought I'd lost my mind. So he actually had an electrical contracting company, and then my mom was a teacher, but he did that until he could buy enough land to farm and ranch the full time. Yeah. And so I always grew up with him bidding floor plans, and I don't know, they always fascinated me.
Yeah. So from that young age then, your friend comes from California and you think design's a thing now. We're going to design, and instead of playing with Barbies, you're playing with the Barbie's house and designing Barbie's house, right?
Yes.
And
way
you get
more
into
fun
that.
Than Barbie.
Oh, for sure. But obviously you're out in the country, right? You grow up riding horses.
Yes.
Shoveling horse.
Yes.
All of the stuff, all of the hard work.
We didn't have a bougie barn where we brought our horses in. So I didn't actually, muck a lot of stalls growing up, but we did have horses and cattle all growing up. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I muck a lot of stalls now.
Like we are in a working barn, right?
Yes.
So from that young age then, I guess you have your idea set on I'm going to design stuff. Mm-hmm. Is it I'm going to do this, everything I do now is towards that, as in like school or you have a general childhood and like, I go to ride horses and it comes back around?
So because of my dad's electrical business, he had worked with a few designers, and he was not encouraging of this career, but at the same time he was, because he said, well, if you're going to do that, you're going to do it right. And so one of my very first jobs, he had me go work at Ace Hardware. And so I learned paint and plumbing and, lumber and all of the things, which I think is so... My husband, which builds, he says I have a lot more construction knowledge than normal, which I'm thankful for. But I root it back to, I worked for a cabinet shop and I worked for Ace Hardware. And so, yes, every single step along the way has been a building block for me. Well,
and at the time you probably didn't think it was valuable, but now it comes around, and when you talk to your clients about cabinetry and hardware, and
totally.
Like, oh, she actually knows what she's talking about.
Yes.
Right. Rather than most designers, I say most, majority of designers don't have that background. They come in and they talk about paint, colors, and design, and not the physical hardware itself.
Yes. So I've been working in the industry to some degree since I was 16 years old. So that's 23 years now. So